The latest assignment given to former presidential aide to former President Goodluck Jonathan, Reno Omokri, by the Tinubu administration is to beg the North and the Southwest not to abandon President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. But I think that assignment is basically to beg the North, because that is where the problem lies. So Reno Omokri has begun a campaign to beg the North and the Southwest. But just that Southwest is a mere addition, because I think Tinubu's Southwest people, with the way they attack people on social media, even in the face of glaring failures of his government, many of them are already sold to the Tinubu idea. The problem is that Southwest can't make him president, just as Southwest couldn't make Obafemi Awolowo president. So Southwest could not have made Tinubu president. In the last election, Southwest delivered only 4 states out of the 6 states to Tinubu. That is, if you are to believe the INEC result. Okay? It was largely the North that pushed him across the line. So Reno Omokri has started a new campaign. He said that the Southwest should not abandon Tinubu, and that they should learn from the North, who never abandoned Buhari. And after insulting the North literally, that Buhari was a failure and they still supported him, he now told the North why they shouldn't abandon Tinubu. According to this report by My Nigeria, they said that former presidential aide Reno Omokri has advised the North and Southwest not to be deceived into turning against President Bola Tinubu. According to the report, Omokri reminded the Southwest region, where Tinubu hails from, of how the North never disowned their own in the person of late President Muhammad Buhari, despite his alleged misrule. According to him, the Southwest should not abandon Tinubu, who has done well for the economy, just as the North never abandoned Buhari despite his poor economic policies. He wrote, "Why the North and Southwest should not be deceived into turning against President Tinubu. I remind the people of the Southwest that even when it was clear to most biased and bigoted person that General Buhari had performed woefully and had reduced the $510 billion economy he inherited from President Jonathan to less than half of that in 2019, Northern Nigeria did not abandon him. They massively voted for him in 2019. Not only did Arewa not abandon him, but the Lukumi Yoruba of the Southwest proved to be dependable allies of late Buhari. The Southwest gave 50% of their vote to General Buhari as against their in-law, who was his main challenger. Additionally, Buhari won in Lagos with 53% of the vote. He also won in every Southwest state except Ondo and Oyo. With this in mind, the people of Southwest should think hard and long. Then they should ask themselves this question: if the North did not abandon Buhari, who reduced Nigeria's GDP by more than 50%, why should they forsake President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who has expanded Nigeria's gross domestic product from 269.29 trillion economy on May 29, 2023, when Aswadi became president to 372.8 trillion today. He went on and on and began to list he said that Tinubu has even done more projects in the north than in the southwest. Okay? He said this is even as some of the most expensive projects being undertaken by the Tinubu administration are in northern Nigeria. He started listing projects. The 1,068 kilometer Ilesha Sokoto Badagry Superhighway for 13 trillion. Ajokuta Abuja Kano gas pipeline 2.89 billion or 4.5 trillion. But he forgot that this project, the gas line project, was started under Buhari. It's not a Tinubu project. So he cannot claim that it's Tinubu that started this project, the gas pipeline project. And Tinubu cannot stop it, knowing the implication of stopping it. He said the Kano-Kaduna rail line at a price of 1.2 billion. The 465 kilometer Trans-Sahara road being constructed at the cost of $750 million. The Kaduna Light Rail Project. That rail project is a project of the Kaduna state government with some foreign partners, but he has added it. But I will show you that all these tabulations are meaningless and will not save the day for them. The 824 billion Sokoto Zamfara Katsina road. So he went on to talk about that the chief of army staff is a northerner and all that, saying that therefore the north has no reason not to support Tinubu in 2027. He has done more for them. But Reno Mokri did not know, perhaps he's unaware, that a northern-based newspaper that is northern leaning has already done a detailed work of Federal Executive Council allocations in the last 2 years of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He would have known that many of those projects he's mentioned, they are underfunded, unlike Tinubu's Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway that are well funded. He ought to have known, but to show him that the North cannot be deceived by that kind of gimmick. And that's why I want to show that that will not work. It's because the North are already aware of the report of the Daily Trust, where Daily Trust newspaper looked at projects approval that was approved by the Federal Executive Council. And when you look at that report by Daily Trust, you will know that the North cannot be deceived. In fact, no Nigerian can be deceived, because according to the report by the Daily Trust, which I will advise all of us to go and read, to see how biased and nepotistic is Tinubu administration towards other Nigerians. The report showed that Lagos State alone, where Tinubu hails from, or where he's assumed to hail from, having been governor there, Lagos Federal Executive Council approved 3.9 trillion. 3.9 trillion naira projects for Lagos alone. Lagos alone. And they say that Lagos is no longer our capital, that it now belongs to Yoruba, it now belongs only to Lagosians. But Tinubu administration allocated 3.9 trillion naira project to Lagos alone. You think the northern is elite? They are not aware of this report. just for Lagos alone. And according to the report by the Daily Trust, that is 111% of the combined sum of 3.56 trillion naira that was approved for Southeast, Northwest, and Northeast. These three zones, South, Southeast, Northwest, and Northeast, constitute 18 states. Lagos alone got more projects under Tinubu than 18 states in 2 years. Just Lagos alone got combined total of these three zones. They are made up of 18 states. Lagos got more projects than 18 states in Nigeria. And this is the same Lagos. They say it's not a no man's land. It's no longer the capital. People who are there should vacate. They can't live under the dictates of the Lagos state government. Pack and go. They budgeted 3.9 trillion for Lagos alone. More than combined Southeast, Northwest, and Northeast. It is also more than combined other zones. That's what Lagos alone got. And you want to come and deceive them that underfunded projects in the north is a reason why they will not kick out Tinubu in 2027. Because whoever is coming in can still continue with our projects in any case. So that's why that campaign is going to fail. And of course, they must have seen the handwriting on the wall that one of their campaigners have been given another assignment to go and be begging the North not to abandon Tinubu. Now, Southwest, federal government approved 5.97 trillion for Southwest. That's when you add Lagos to it. So Tinubu take 3.9, he gave the rest of the Southwest about 2 trillion. Okay? He gave 2.41 trillion for South-South. We are talking about South-South. That is the oil producing base of Nigeria, South-South and Southeast. Lagos alone got more projects than South-South. Lagos alone. We don't want to talk about Lagos and Southwest and the other Southwest. Lagos got more projects. So the danger is, what will these people do if you allow them to return? If they can do this thing, when Nigerians can have the opportunity of changing them in 2027, what will they do when, if you put them there in 2027, you have no choice and they are no longer going to ask for your vote? What will they do to other Nigerians? I think they are getting the message. That's why they are in panic. That's why they are sending out people like Ren or Mokre to go and beg the North. Since they are well aware that their message is a hard sell to other southern Nigerians, including South-South and Southeast. Who never trusted in their leadership in the first place in 2023. Now, look at what they gave Southeast. Paltry, Tinubu gave to Southeast 407.4 billion for Southeast. 1.15 trillion for the North Central, including Abuja. So the 6 states in north central Nigeria and Abuja, Lagos alone got more projects than them. Now, Northwest got 2.7 trillion. Northwest is made up of 7 states. Northwest is the largest geopolitical zone in Nigeria and is the largest voting bloc in Nigeria. Northwest got 2.7 trillion. And Lagos alone got 3.9 trillion. And Lagos, they say, is no longer our capital. So nobody should be talking about Lagos is no man's land. Abuja is now the no man's land, not Lagos. So how come Lagos can get 3.9 trillion? More than 7 states in the Northwest. Then look at Northeast. Northeast is made up of 6 states. They got 403.98 billion from President Bola Tinubu in the last 2 years. You don't need anybody to tell you that telling the North not to abandon Tinubu is a wasted effort. Because the North, they know what will happen to them and the rest of Nigeria. If these people can do this, when they can still look for our votes, what will they do when they don't need our votes again in 2027? That is the mindset of most Northerners. And the Northerners they are feeling it, not only in this type of marginalization, but also in the failure to protect the people of the region. And indeed all over Nigeria. Insecurity everywhere. Nowhere is safe in Nigeria. Investors are running away from Nigeria. The economic climate is not conducive. And you think that what will sell you in 2027 is to come and tell the North that when your brother was doing bad, you didn't abandon him. So don't abandon our own brother. Really? Nobody is buying that, and nobody will buy that. Emotional blackmail. In any case, if not for INEC, even the North rejected Tinubu in the last election. But we don't want to go into that because if we look at what transpired in 2023, you will understand that even the North, like the rest of Nigeria, rejected the APC and President Bola Tinubu. And they are going to reject them again, now that they have also seen that he is even worse than Buhari in all ramifications, be it in the economy, be it in security matter, and everything else. So what do you think? This campaign of begging the North not to abandon Tinubu, do you think it can work? Do you think it can succeed? Given the facts I have laid before you now, whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it hard and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.